Hello folks, welcome to Ansel Gaming. Today I'm going to be jumping into Planet Coaster 2's franchise mode. So the first thing we want to do is select a franchise name. Just put it as my YouTube channel. Invite only because, well, I don't really want to be playing with other people at the moment. This is just for me. Have to have some tags. So we're playing just for fun. And I want to get creative. Don't want to be playing with other people, thank you very much. Right, that's my franchise created. Now, first thing we've got to do is select where we want to be starting. There are, as you can see, a lot of different options for where we can start our park. Now, each one of these comes with different starting currency, different starting research points, and a different biome. Now, my plan for my first franchise is to go for a Viking themed park, mostly just because I love Vikings. So we want to be heading over to Europe. We're looking for a temperate biome. And then in terms of the other starting resources, what I'm looking for is just something nice and balanced. This is my first franchise, my first proper park built from scratch, so I just want a nice all-rounder sort of setting. Let's see what we've got. No, I don't want tiger, that's a bit too cold for me. Temperate, that's good starting currency, good research points, but guess we'll never turn up in high numbers. Don't like the sound of that. Here we go. So this is looking like it's going to be in northern France. Good starting resources, regular guest behaviour. Sounds like a nice all-rounder. Starting currency is a bit low, but we'll deal with that. 100,000 should still be more than enough to get us going. Choose a name for our first park. Viking Vendetta. Sounds good to me. And off we go. Well, that looks a bit sketchy, doesn't it? Is that just textures not loading? Or is that water? Or shadows? Or what? It just looks a bit broken, doesn't it? Never mind, we'll fix that. Right, and there we go. Gotten rid of most of the glitches. There's still some little sketchy bits around the outside, but we can ignore that for now. So as you can see, there are some bits of terrain, some trees, some few little hills, but it's mostly just a flat, empty map, which is what we want. So in this first episode, all I'm going to be doing is starting out with the real basics. Now, nothing I place down this episode is going to be permanent. I expect to delete all of it eventually. But what I want to do is just get this park started, start generating some money, start getting some guests in, and most importantly, start generating some research. So we do start with 50,000 research, which is very nice. So what I want to do is Probably build 4 to 6 different flat rides, maybe a couple of small roller coasters. Get some food and drink, some shopping in there, and most importantly the workshops so I can generate research. Let's see what we can spend our research on first. So flat rides is most important to me to start off with. So I spent just over half of the research points available on flat rides, and then let's get some more coasters unlocked. Can I afford anything else at this point? No, I can't. One of the other things I am looking forward to trying out on this level is the steamboat. I want to see if I can turn this transport ride into something more Viking themed, so I do want quite a bit of water on this level. So I'll have to keep that in mind for research points later, but we'll see how we get on. Right, so then, let us start with getting rid of some of these trees, because I don't need them at this point in time. Accidentally deleted some of the path. All of these hills and stuff will eventually go. I'll replace them with my own stuff. I'm going to leave a little bit of room near the entrance point so that when I come back and start building I've got a bit of space and I don't have to immediately delete what I've already done. And I'm going to start off by building hopefully a good mix of excitement and sort of childish rides, and I'm going to use the pre-built blueprints so that they come with scenery ratings that are quite high. Just saves me some hassle at the start. These aren't going to be Viking themed to start with because there aren't that many Viking templates, but it doesn't matter because again I'm going to delete them later, so I'm not really worried about cohesion too much yet. So I've got the teacups, they're nice and simple, very accessible, low excitement, fear and nausea. Get the synchronize in. Viking upswing, I do like this one, I think it's very well made. And the sky beam, also quite a fun one. Good scenery rating, but I don't recall the Vikings having many windmills. It's something that has struck me as a bit weird with some of the pre-built Viking stuff. There seems to be a lot of windmills. Looks like we've still got plenty of money at the moment, which is good, so stack up a few more flat rides. That's pretty much it for the pre-built things. I can get a resort tiny eye, that'll do. Something for the kiddies. And then money's still looking very good, so we'll get one more in. Something exciting. Yeah, the Behemoth Big Swoop. I'm just going to move that over a little bit. So we're going to get some shops and stuff in here as well. Right, we want a nice path going straight through the middle. Now the guests do seem to get clogged up a lot, so a nice wide path to start us off with is the main sort of thoroughfare, how do you pronounce it? Connect up all the exits for our flat rides. Need to do the entrance and exit on this one. Get all our queues in. And there we have it. All our flat rides connected with entrances and exits. That's a good start. Let's connect the park entrance up to this lot then. Go with the stamp builder to get a nice consistent path coming off the entrance. Then we can switch back. Nice wide path coming off the side. There we go. Right, so next thing is I want some shops. Make sure everybody's fed and watered and can go to the loo. We haven't got any water. Oh no, we do have a water thing, the monsoon chute. So we'll need some facilities of every variety. We'll start off with food and drink. Again, because I don't really care too much at this point about looks, I'm just going to pop basically whatever down from the pre-built stuff. Hope for the best. Shop, loony balloons, okay. Let's get some hats in there. Something for the vegans. Okay, that's a good mix of shops to start with. So now we just need some toilets. And let's get a body dryer in there as well. Guests do complain if they stay wet too often. Okay, that's a reasonable looking main strip to start with. People are already coming in. Right, so now we need some places for staff to do their thing. So we've got a large facility for staff to take breaks. And we want to get probably 2 workshops in, get that research coming in quickly. And then we also need our utilities. Now everything always seems to be more power hungry than I expect, so I'm going to build quite a few of these generators to start with. And then we'll get some more of our distributors in there. Great, that's everything so far powered. We just need a little bit more of this path. And then some staff paths. Great, so staff have got somewhere to go, researchers have got somewhere to go. We still need one of them connected up. Too steep, okay. Now the edit tool is quite useful when things don't seem to be connected up quite properly, as you can see here. But you can just select one of those points and usually drag it and do something useful. that's all now connected. So, final thing we need to do is start setting some prices. Now I tend to go with dynamic pricing on all my rides, just because it takes the hassle out of trying to micromanage all the prices as things fluctuate in popularity. Okay, right, time to start opening things up then. Go, go, go. Let's get all the shops open. And then the final thing is workshops. Start us off with that research. And then back to the park options, we want to go full price on the entry tickets. I find this way you get a lot of money coming in just from the tickets being sold at the gate. And then with the dynamic options, you don't then need to worry about whether each individual ride is making money or not. Hopefully they will make some money, but if they don't, I'd rather people going on the rides for free than having the rides sit empty and just costing me money for no real benefit. So that's our flat ride section done. We've got our shops in. Now we just need a roller coaster or two. So again, because it's just a quick and easy start, trying to generate some money, I'm just going to use some of the pre-built stuff. I'm not going to bother making my own just yet. That will come later. Start that off testing whilst I remove some of this. There we go. And let's get this wooden one in as well. It's a bit bigger, this one. Shouldn't interfere with what I plan on doing next. But it's got a good excitement rating, so let's get that in as well. Start the testing off while we connect up the paths. Again, I'm going to use the edit tool just to make this look a bit nicer. That's looking good now. Let's get these rides up. Power. And then one of the final things I want to do is people are messy and they're buying lots of food and drink. They need some bins to get rid of their rubbish. I need some janitors to clear up that rubbish. They need some seats because they get tired from standing in queues all day, which is understandable. We need some mechanics to fix up the place. Part of the reason why we went for such a wide path at the start is they get hung up on these benches if you're not careful. So you do need a fair amount of space for them to walk about. Let's get some proper picnic benches down, shall we? Right, look at that. Just while I've been placing these bins down, we're already gone over 100k, so we've already passed our starting budget, which is nice. Proves things are going well. Nice, there's some good benches, some good bins everywhere. Actually, we can get some canopies going as well. Let's get our staff in there. So already up to 2,000 visitors in this park. That's a lot of people for such a small area. So let's get 5 janitors to start with. There's not a huge amount of pathing really for them to cover, but they're going to get hung up in traffic like everybody else. And then we'll get a couple of extra vendors so that when our existing vendors want to take a break, someone can take over for them. And the same for the ride attendants. Got to keep your staff happy. We'll get some entertainers going. And there we go. That is the start of our park. We ended up with 7 flat rides and 2 roller coasters, and we're bringing in the money. Now, because everything's based on entry price rather than ticket price for each ride, income does fluctuate a lot. You tend to get a nice big burst when you build a new ride as it attracts new people to the park, and then it will taper off a little bit. But they're still coming. We're still getting money. Most importantly, we're generating research, which is what I wanted to be doing at this point. So thank you very much for watching this first episode on how to start off in franchise mode. Coming up next, we'll get stuck into the actual creative side of things, and we're going to be doing some terraforming. Turn this flat square into something a bit more exciting, something to get the creative juices flowing a little bit. See you next time.